YouTube. I'm headed to Zephyr Hills, Florida. It's about an hour and 20 minutes away from where I live, and I'm going to look at a 99 24 valve Cummins engine. It's just sitting in a chassis. They've removed the body. He says it ran before they removed the body and started parting it out. I don't know if I believe him, whatever. $600. I'm gonna take it home, take it apart, inspect it, rebuild some of it, rebuild all of it, I don't know yet. But I've never done a Cummins diesel before, so it'll be interesting. From what I've seen, it's pretty simple. And yeah, it does not have the pump with it, but you know what, I rather have a new injection pump than grab one used and drive around with that. So at least I know I have a new pump, and I'm getting the engine for $600. It's a long block, and it's got the alternator and brackets and everything and wires and shit. So yeah.
In half a mile, keep left at the fork to stay on Florida 417, toll south.
Okay. Freaking traffic. Son of a bitch. Well, it's out here. Freaking. Way in the country, Zephyr Hills. I don't have any cell signal. Wish me luck. If I disappeared, you know I died for something good. Cummins diesel project. I don't know. This looks like some horse shit. Oh shit. I think I'm in the middle of, I think I made a wrong turn. Some gas. Definitely with this top up and this weight in here, about 1,000 pounds of pure engine. Dirty as hell. Alright, I have the hoist assembled. Go over here, see if I can straighten this up. Can't even move it by hand, by myself anyway. Yeah. So I'm gonna hook it to that hook right there. And see if I can straighten it up. I'll probably put a tire or something under here. And that's where the 53 would be. It's not there. There's another spot I need to check, which I should have checked before I bought the motor. But I really hope it's not a 53 block. Even if it is though, there's no leaks. No marks from leaks that the 53 block would have produced. So it's just greasy as hell. All right, let's straighten this thing up. And this is where I'm at so far. Got the chain hooked. I'm just trying to straighten the engine up here. Alright, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is take this hose off of here and this wiring harness. The wiring harness is pretty beat up. Probably get a nice used one. Unless there's an aftermarket. But I'm gonna take that junk off first. Alright, I'm gonna take the valve cover off and take a look. I should have done this before I bought it. But you know, sometimes gamble. So the oil that came out of here is looking really good. Of course it's black, it's diesel. But there's no metal, there's no water, there's no weird discoloration, no weird smell. I think this engine's in good condition. But we'll see when I'm able to flip it over and take the pan off. I'm gonna go ahead and take this cover off here and take a look back here. there's I don't know what to look for. It looks normal to me. Looks clean. Okay, so I want to see if this Cummins, I want to see if this half-ton engine stand from Harbor Freight will handle this Cummins. I'm going to put a extra support, probably a jack stand underneath the front of it, but I'm not going to let it, I'm going to keep it on the engine hoist in case it does give way, and I'm gonna let it sit there a couple days and shake it and stuff and see if this will actually handle it. I think these blocks are like, these long blocks are like 1,200 pounds or something, I don't know. But I want to see if it'll handle it, so, because I don't want to buy one. Alright, this is what I have. Got this engine leveler and I tied it to the edges so it's not pinching so hard on the sides when it's holding up. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of tension on it to bring some tension off of the engine stand, and I'll have that as a backup. So to be safe with Harbor Freight, you can't be so safe, man. First, I'm gonna take off all these screws here. Then I could take these nuts off and pull the rockers off. Okay, so the rockers off. I have the push rods out. I have the head studs out. Now I can pull the head off of the block. Oh, that's heavy. Freaking heavy. Wow, it looks good. So I placed everything in the valve cover in order. In the order it came out. Okay, this is about as good as I'm gonna get it, which is fine. Probably easier to work this way. I'm gonna take the oil pan off now. Check and see what it looks like there. Okay, here's where the gambling pays off. Or screws me. Oh yeah. From here, everything looks really good. There's a little bit of crud in here, but it wasn't metal. It was I don't know, a piece of gasket or something hard and brittle. It broke, so it wasn't metal. The cam's got some wear a little bit, but that looks normal. I did take these pulley bolts off. I held back on the other side with 2 bolts and a wrench. So as I turned it on that side, this held back for me. Now I'm ready to take this case off. Take it off. All right. Like everything else, it looks really good. I think I'll go ahead and take the keepers off here. Pull the camshaft out. See, it's loose. That should allow the camshaft to come out. Huh. I'm not getting this. Oh, you know what it is? It's the crank. Just tweak the crank a little bit. It's kind of in the way. There we go. Yep. Easy. Turn the crank more. think maybe I'm supposed to have something at top dead center. Is that what the problem is? No, there shouldn't be anything. There's nothing close to it right now. Careful. Here's the camshaft. Really nice condition. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the oil pump out. Half inch, looks like. Boom. There it is. There it is without the cover, and the oil pump is off. Scratch the bearing up a little bit, pulling the cam out. I'll replace it though. Replace the bearing while I'm at it. Now I'm going to take this main bearing cover off. Rear main seal cover. Alright, I have all the bolts off of here. This cover should come off now. That's probably sealer. Oh, there's one more I missed. One more. Should come off. There it is. Oh. Looks like I won't be able to pull it off until I have, because the way I have this mounted, when I take the crank out, it'll come out. So I'll leave it here. I'll just leave it sitting here. I have all the main bearing cap studs out, except for these outer two. Take the caps off and inspect them, and pull the crankshaft out. I have this on record here. This is the front of the engine. That one's number 5. The second one's number 1, number 4, number 7, number 8, number 2, and number 8. Yeah, that fucker's pretty heavy. Now I could easily pull the tappets out. Basically, I used a magnet for my flashlight to pull the tablets out, and I labeled them A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Yep, so tablets are out. They're labeled. As you see, you can still see cross hatches in there. There's some rust because the engine was outside, uncovered. So there's a little bit of surface rust in there. And I think a hone will just do it. I think I'll have it honed. Checked for flatness. I can check it myself actually. Yeah, steam clean the sucker. So all the rings look normal to me. The oil ring at the bottom though is a little bit brittle. I think that's normal, just the way it's constructed. But I didn't see any missing pieces or anything like that. And all these pistons look like they can just be cleaned up. No real skirt damage. Look at that. Looks good. I have to take these pins out. Shit. See how it looks in there. I think first I'll mark them. But yeah, all the skirts look good. I don't see any scarring. A little bit of heat burn, but I'll just polish them up a little bit and freaking reuse them. Look at that. We can use them. This should be it. This is the one. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Look how thick this freaking pin is, man. It's crazy. It looks good. I'm just gonna leave it in there for now. Okay, I went to measure my pistons, and I noticed that my micrometer is not big enough. So I'm gonna use a caliper, and I'm gonna measure each of these right at the edge here, just under the edge. So, in the ballpark's better than nothing. So I can put everything back in its original spot. I labeled everything, and I put this starting from the front. These rocker multiplier things, and the push rods. I just kind of like notched them with the marker, 1/2 inch down, so I could line them all back up and know which is which. is in the truck, ready to head to the machine shop. Where I am at Central Florida Machine, dropping the block off.